July 18th, 2024. Daily Bread. Passage: 1 Samuel chapter 23, verse 1 to verse 14. Key verse 14. Title: God protected David. When David was told, "Look, the Philistines are fighting against Keilah and are looting the threshing floors," he inquired of the Lord, saying, "Shall I go and attack these Philistines?" The Lord answered him, "Go, attack the Philistines and save Keilah." But David's men said to him, "Here in Judah we are afraid. How much more then, if we go to Keilah against the Philistine forces?" Once again, David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered him, "Go down to Keilah, for I am going to give the Philistines into your hand." So David and his men went to Keilah, fought the Philistines, and carried off their livestock. He inflicted heavy losses on the Philistines and saved the people of Keilah. Now Abiathar, son of Ahimelech, had brought the ephod down with him when he fled to David at Keilah. Saul was told that David had gone to Keilah, and he said, "God has delivered him into my hands, for David has imprisoned himself by entering a town with gates and bars." And Saul called up his forces for battle, to go down to Keilah to besiege David and his men. When David learned that Saul was plotting against him, he said to Abiathar the priest, "Bring the ephod." David said, "Lord God of Israel, your servant has heard definitely that Saul plans to come to Keilah and destroy the town on account of me. Will the citizens of Keilah surrender me to him? Will Saul come down as your servant has heard? Lord God of Israel, tell your servants." And the Lord said, "He will." Again David asked, "Will the citizens of Keilah surrender me and my men to Saul?" And the Lord said, "They will." So David and his men, about 600 in number, left Keilah and kept moving from place to place. When Saul was told that David had escaped from Keilah, he did not go there. David stayed in the wilderness strongholds and in the hills of the desert of Ziph. Day after day Saul searched for him, but God did not give David into his hands. Daily Bread message. While David was a fugitive, he did not stop fighting the enemies of God. When he heard about the Philistines' attack on the city of Keilah, he asked God if he should go fight. Instead of listening to his men, he followed the assurance of the Lord. He took his men into the battle and won a great victory. However, his David situation did not improve much. Saul did not stop his chase. Even though David helped the people of Keilah, he could not trust them to hide him from Saul. He could not find rest while he was hiding from people who were looking for a chance to kill him ruthlessly. In his anguish, David turned to God and cried out for his mercy and deliverance. And as David trusted, God did not give David into Saul's hands. It seemed like Saul paused the chase for his own reason, yet it was God's protection for his chosen servant that delivered him from Saul's hands. Are you in anguish and trouble? Are you trapped in fear, trying to survive in this world? Come to the Lord and find refuge in him. He is merciful and almighty, and he will show you the wonders of his love. Prayer. Father, thank you for protecting me when I am like a lamb among wolves. Help me to be faithful, to be guided by you in my spiritual warfare. One word: the Lord is my refuge.